Today we are going to find ratio. Ratio is when you're comparing numbers or quantities by division. But we're going to write ratio today with a colon or the word to. For example, we have 2 black boxes and 1 red box. So if I said, what is the ratio of black boxes to red boxes, we would say whichever one I asked for first, which in this case is black, and there are 2 black boxes, so I'd say the ratio is 2, and then since red is second, I would say 2 to 1. So the comparison of black to red is 2 to 1, or 2 black boxes to 1 red. If instead I said, what is the ratio of red to black, then we would have written 1 to 2. The number of red to black boxes is 1 to 2. So you can see that red, the first word, corresponds with the first term in our ratio, and black, the second word, corresponds to the second term in our ratio. So these are terms in our ratio, okay? And if you say black first, you write black as a first term. If you say red second, red's a second. Okay, so make sure the order it's said is the order that you write it. So you have to read carefully. Is it red to black or is it black to red? Pause the video and answer these 2 questions about ratio. The first one wants to know the ratio of blue to green circles. So my first number is going to be my blue number. How many are blue? And I count 2. So blue is 2 and green is 5. So I'm going to write 2 colon 5. That means 2 to 5. And the second one, we want green to blue. So green has to go first. So this time I'm going to write 5, and blue is last, so 2. So blue to green, 2 to 5, green to blue, 5 to 2. Pause the video and answer these 2 questions. In the first question, arrows to stars, you probably wrote 2, 4, 6 to 2, 4, 6, 8. That would be correct in one sense, but we usually write our ratios in lowest terms. You can see that we made each group split into groups of 2. This means we divided 6 by 2, and we divided 8 by 2, and we ended up with 3 groups of 2 sets of arrows and 4 groups of 2 sets of stars. So we have 2, 4, 6, 3 groups of 2 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of here because we counted 1 unit as 2 of each. So ratios can be divided down just like this was a fraction. If I can divide them both by the same number, then I want to write it in lowest terms. That means that instead of writing 8 to 6 for stars to arrows, I again divide them into groups of 2, and I really write 4 to 3 in lowest terms. So make sure everything gets written in lowest terms. Try each of these on your own. Be sure to read each one carefully and put the numbers in the right order and make sure they are in lowest terms. So if I'm counting A to B, A is 3, B is 5, so my first answer is 3 to 5. And those don't divide by any common number but 1, so it's lowest terms. B to A would just be backwards, 5 to 3. The ratio of the total to B means I need to count up my 5 plus my 3, and that gives me 8, and B was 5 long, so total to B is 8 to 5. This time I want A to total, so A goes first, which is 3, and the total again was 8. And all of those are in lowest terms. Pause the video and see if you can apply what you've learned to this problem. This time the question is, find the ratio of the shorter piece to the longer. So I'll start with my sentence answer. The ratio of the shorter piece to the longer piece is blank to blank. My 2 is represented by the colon. Here's my 2 in the problem. So we're going to have shorter to longer. Well, right now I know the total right here is 15 inches and the longer piece is 9. I don't know the shorter, so I need to take 15 minus 9 to give me the shorter piece, and that gives me 6 is my shorter piece. Now I know the shorter piece is 6, and that's what has to go first, is the shorter piece, so I'll put my 6 in first, and it was to the longer, and my longer piece is 9, so 6 to 9. I see that those both divide by 3, so I'll divide them by 3 for a final answer of 2 to 3. Don't forget to always put everything in lowest terms.